Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here with a mustache that's so aerodynamic it actually improves your crit. Not scientifically proven yet, but it will be. Anyway, today we're back in Blue Protocol Star Resonance, and yes, I have finally done it. You guys have been asking me for my Stormblade guide updated version for the Iaido build. Well, I kept saying soon. Soon is right now. This build isn't just good, it's the whole Dear Diary, I think I broke the game kind of build levels of DPS. I promise you guys, the damage ceiling is ridiculously high with this. In this video, I'm going to show you the full build, the talents, the skills, even the rotation that turns bosses into sushi. And most importantly, I'm going to show you how to look cool while doing it. So, grab yourself a drink, loosen those shoulders, and prepare yourself, my friends. We're about to become the sword god anime villain that everybody secretly wishes they were, but they can't be. Let's go. Are you looking for friends to play Blue Protocol Star Resonance with? Then stop running around like a lost puppy and come join the Mando community. We're not just a guild, we're a bunch of lunatics bound by friendship, brotherhood, and the shared ability to be actually good guildmates. We raid, we craft, we smash PvE, and if PvP's around, we'll throw ourselves in the meat grinder too, loudly, proudly, and probably with a drink in a hand. We also run social events, hang out, basically vibe our way through new MMOs like a traveling circus of chaos. So, if you're looking for a new crew to enjoy this game with, hop into our Discord. The link is in the bio. Come join us. We got room, we got bad jokes, and probably also mustaches. All right, thank you guys very much for being here. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and then let me know in the comments what you guys think, if there's anything else that you're doing with this class. But again, I have been parsing now, and I'm not going to show you guys the parser because I don't think the game actually supports it, but I did download it because I wanted to see where I stacked in some of the DPS classes. This build beat even the marksman and the bowman and all those classes in here that they have, especially the one with the pets. So the definitely ceiling is there, but there are a few pros and a few cons that you guys should understand first. Number one, if you are more of an auto player where you press A to turn the auto play on, this class might not be 100% for you. Now, I have a workaround for that, but again, it's not very friendly when it comes to autoplay. 2, it is a melee class. Keep that in mind, so you have to get in close. And finally, 3, it is very gear dependent and talent point dependent. What I mean by that, if you look right here, I have 70 points. This class really only came into its own when I was about 64 points in. That's when the class really came alive. Before then, I was like, man, I don't know what they did to this class, but it was hitting a lot harder in beta. Anyway, keep that in mind. If you are still leveling, maybe play the Moonblade until you get to about 60, 64 points or more in your talents. That's really when the class is going to come alive. But, with that said, the pros are it's ridiculous amount of damage that you can pull with this. It's really good mobility. The defenses are amazing, and it's probably the flashiest class in this entire game. The stuff that you can do is just by far ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on. All right, let's get into the class so you can actually see what you're watching for and what you're pressing, so it's a little easier for you guys to understand. There's really only 2 things that you need to watch out for when playing this class. One of them is Blade Intent, and the other one is Thunder Sigils. Now, if you look at the screen that says 100 out of 100, that is Blade Intent. And then right below, it's a little lightning bolt there. There's 6 of them. Those are the Thunder Sigils. And when you get those, they turn purple. I'm going to show you exactly how that looks like. Now, really quick, let's just quickly take a look at the skills because I want to show you guys. So, for example, my Iaido Slash and the Flash Strike, as you see right here, they both consume all the Thunder Sigils, and depending on how many you have is how much damage you do. So to consider these like your execute. Now, if we go back to it, this is how Blade Intent kind of works with that. So if we go up to this dummy, and I'm going to press my number 1, which is my Iaido Slash. Now, I have 100 out of 100 Blade Intent. If you press it, see how fast it hits. Now, if you don't have 100 Blade Intent, when you try to do this, see this slow cast, and then see how fast it is. That's the difference between Blade Intent, what it does and doesn't do for you. When you don't have 100 Blade Intent, it's slow. But when you have 100 out of 100, Boom. See that? That's, again, really flashy, and that's a very easy way to understand what it actually does for you. Now, the blade or the Thunder Sigils, same thing, right? So I'm going to build them really quick, and I'm going to show you the difference in damage. So again, as you see right here, I'm just going to put one on, just so we have one blade sigil or the Thunder Sigil. Here's the damage of what one does. As you see right here, about 4,000 damage. Here is what 6 Thunder Sigils do. As you see right here, boom, 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 boom. All right, and that's, again, the only really 2 things you need to pay attention to when you're playing this class is the Bladed Tent and the Thunder Sigils. Now, let's quickly talk about the class itself, so what you should be actually looking for. This class is very crit dependent. Remember earlier I said it was gear dependent? This is what I meant. The more crit you have, the more damage you're going to do. So when you're choosing gear and all this stuff, just make sure you have crit in there. Reroll it, get crit. Agility is also important, but honestly, this is very, very crit dependent. I'm going to show you the talents to actually boost this and show you why. But again, just so you kind of understand that crit is the most important. The next thing I want to talk about is the skills. And as you guys can see, these are the ones that we use. The sight wheel is very important to this build. Okay, keep that in mind, as is Volt Surge. We use the 2 executes and overdrive. Now, when you are leveling these with books, it's very important that you level the Iaido Slash and the Flash Strike first. Get these to 5 or 6 ASAP. That's what I'm doing right now as well. And then if you want to throw some points or some books into Volt Surge, that's okay, because you get the attack bonus, you know, as you kind of level, as you kind of see. It is pretty substantial, but again, not the end of the world if you don't get this. The most important is your executes, because honestly, that's where all the damage is going to come from. You're going to see we're going to enter like the Ultra Instinct phase, where we're just spamming, you know, the R2 executes, and majority of the damage really comes from them. So it's important that you get these up ASAP. Worry about everything else afterwards. Now, I want to talk about the imagines that are very important. Now, as you see, I am using only the purple ones. There's a reason for this. I actually wanted to show you how much damage you're going to do with just the purple ones, because these are super easy to get and level. Now, obviously, the Brigard Scout is you get that percentage in agility, and as you increase it to level 5, it's going to get better to 10%, which is just amazing, to be honest. And then the Warrior Rush is just as good. As you see, when you get it to level 5, you're going to get 15% special attack damage. It's just amazing. So again, these 2 are just fine. You're going to do amazing with them. Now, if you want to get even more damage and literally become God, these are the 2 golden ones that you want to get. You want to work on your Maku Chief. The reason for that, man, you get 10% crit damage at base stat. Now, again, if you preview and you get to level 5, 25% crit damage, guys. But for a crit build, this is just about ridiculous as it gets. This is by far the best in slot for this class. Get yours now. The second one that you want to pair it with is the Arcane Cocoon Tech. Again, the reason for that is, as you see right here, you get the Mastery 1040. However, when you upgrade, you get 2,000 Mastery. This will literally turn you into a god. You're going to be able to solo anything in this game if you can get these 2. They work really well together. But again, if you don't have, you know, the time to get them, or, you know, you're just not getting lucky enough, these 2 purple ones will do just fine. I also wanted to talk about the gear, guys, just because, again, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you have like 60 level gear. I really don't. As you see, I think I have one piece that's level 60, and then I have like a purple one. Everything else that I have is still level 40s. The reason, again, for that is I wanted to actually show you how it is in the 40 gear. When we get to level 60, I'll do an updated version. I promise you, I'm going to 3 times my damage, because there is like this little guy right here when you do gear crafting. Look at the amount of crit you're going to get here from the Stormfire Cleaver. I cannot wait to get this, because I promise you guys, this is going to be some ridiculous amount of damage. By the way, if you are going to be getting some of these swords, the best one in slot is the Edge. Again, you'll see where you guys get them. The reason why for that is the attack 24 is pretty good. You want to make sure that you guys get that. And again, this is just from smelting the Glowblade Glory. You can get it right over here. Anyway, let's move on and let me go over the talents, because that's, again, very, very important. So like I said, this build only really becomes alive once you get to about 65 points or so. And it's very dependent on a few things. It's again, I'll go slowly. Make sure that you guys copy this build exactly the way it is. These are all best in slot to give you the most amount of damage possible. And as you see, I'm not getting a lot of these other ones because we need the extra points. Just again, make sure that you go through them and pick the ones that you're going to need. Now, as you see here, the Wind Assault, I want to bring a few things to you that's going to be really important. The Wind Assault with the crit obtained in any way increased by 12%. Luck actually increases it, all that good stuff. This is very important. It's going to give you more damage, as is this one. I like to run both. Some people don't. I personally do. As you see right here, the Thunder Sigil charms, there's a few of them. It increases the maximum by 1. There's a few of them in here. This is how I'm getting the 6 Thunder Sigils in my, in my abilities. This is really where pretty much the whole gimmick of this class is, and that's the Thunder Sigil Rewind. The way that it works is when you enter Volt Surge, which is kind of like our Ultra Instinct, it has a chance to give you back your Thunder Sigil, and you're going to see us, so it's going to give us back all the time, again, depending on your crit, because we're going to get Blade Intent, and it's just going to be a lot of damage, reduce a lot of damage, and so forth and so forth. The next thing you want to talk about is the Zen movement at the very top. As you see here, the Blade Intent. Crit hits and special attacks grant 100 Blade Intent. This is what's going to be when we do our execute, we're going to get back 100%. Execute, we're going to get back 100%. This is how we're able to do a lot more damage and a lot quicker. And again, go over it. I just wanted to show you, kind of bring the 3 of those together so you guys can see the extra damage that you're going to get. All right, let's talk about rotation, and I go very slowly so it's a little bit easier, guys, for you guys to understand and how to play this class properly. What we're going to do as soon as the battle starts is we're going to get our battle imagines out right away, especially if you have the gold ones. The reason for that is you want to get those boosts on yourself ASAP, okay? Right after that, you're going to pop your synth wheel, and then, or your scythe wheel, I should say, and then we're going to go with our number 5, which is our Ultra Instinct, aka Volt Surge. And it's going to turn, right, this little button right here, is going to put a purple window around it, meaning that we're in that phase, if you will. After that, we're going to pop our number 2, which, by the way, if you look at it really quick, it's called Overdrive. It is going to build those Thunder Sigils. And because we are in that Ultra Instinct mode, or the Volt Surge mode, is going to give us 6 back right away. As soon as you see 6 of these sigils up, what you're going to do is you're going to spam your number 1 execute, which is, again, your Iaido Slash and your Flash Strike. Flash Strike takes priority, but it does have a faster or a longer cooldown. However, there's a chance it's going to come back when you hit him with that Iaido Slash. And we're just going to go 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-1, whatever it is, as soon as it's available, until you run out of your Ultra Instinct, if you will. At that point, you're going to hit your ultimate, and then you are going to hit your basic attack and your number 3. And you're going to wait for your sigils to go up. As soon as they are between 5 and 6 sigils, you can do Flash Strike, and same thing with Iaido Slash, until your Ultra Instinct Volt Surge is back. Once your Volt Surge is back, again, same thing. We pop it, we get our 6 sigils, and then we just spam, spam, spam. I'm going to go very slowly and actually show you how all this works. So here we go. We're going to do it on a single target, and then we're going to do it on the main target. And I'll go a little slowly. So again, I'm going to pop my battle instincts first, or my battle imagines, as you see right here, and then the second one, then we're going to pop that sit wheel. We're going to enter that phase. Now we are, as you see right here, we're in that phase. We're going to pop 2. Now we have that. Here we go. So 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, until it runs out. And that's just a lot of damage. As soon as it runs out, pop that, big hit, and then we got 4 again. So again, we just pop it, and we're just going to continue until Volt Surge comes back. Here's that 5. We get that one in there. That's it. That's literally how you play this class. And then as we were watching the Volt Surge, which is, again, our main attack there, it's almost back, so we're getting ready for it. Now, we want to make sure we have 1 available. We hit 5, get 2 in, boom, 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 and you just alternate between them until it runs out. And again, you can just continue. This a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage. And again, you want to make sure that you're 5 before you use the flash, and you want to make sure that you're 6 before that. There it is. Now, let me show you how to actually do this when there's extra mobs in here. Plot twist, this class actually does even more damage when there's multiple adds there, because there's a lot more opportunity to crit. Remember, whenever you crit, you get that 100 Blade Intent back, and also those sigils back. Again, really quick, let me just go over to the auto. And this is how much if I'm kind of being lazy and I just want to do the auto as least as possible. I take out your Iaido Slash, I take out Volt Surge and the main attack, the big one, out. And I keep everything else kind of in turn. The reason for that is I want to control when we're going to enter our Volt Surge, and then I want to be able to spam our number 1 when it's available, as well as our main attack. So again, we're going to do the same thing, okay? So when you're fighting these, multiple mobs, or if you want to do this a little bit of AFK, we're going to do the same principle. I am going to pop, okay? I'm going to pop my battle imagines, then I'm going to pop my number 3, which is the sight wheel, or the sit wheel, and then I'm going to pop number 5, and then I'm going to press H for the auto attack, and then we're just going to wait for the 6 sigils. The game will prioritize number 4 on the flash strike. Whenever I see it not available, I will be spamming number 1, and it will actually take the flash strike over my number 1, which is our Iaido Slash first. That way, it kind of incorporates both of them and it's a little faster. We're going to use like the AI to help us out a little bit. And again, pressing, oh shoot. I guess we're going, boys. All right, so here's the sight wheel. Here's number 5. We're going to press that H. And then, as you see, I'm spamming number 1, but the number 4 is back. And again, you can just do this, kind of play it somewhat AFK. As soon as it's going to be over, we're going to go with the big attack here. And then we're going to, there we go. And yeah, we're going to let the thing do its business here. So again, this is how you would do it if you just want to kind of AFK it. And we're waiting for that Volt Surge to come back, and we're waiting for those sigils to be alive. And here we go. There's 5 of them. We're waiting for that. There we go. Volt Sigils are back. We're going to pop it, and here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And again, it's super fast because of our passives. There's actually a thing in there that's going to make your Volt Surge come back faster by 5 or 0.5 of a second, or half a second, if you will, just by doing some of these. Anyway, let me stop damaging because it's just a lot of damage here. This is how you would play this class AFK. And again, you guys are welcome to copy this and go down, in your own way, try something different and all that good stuff. Now, really quick before we finish, let's talk about the small different things here. Obviously, because of our profile, we want that crit to be as high as possible. Look for the gems. And again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually show you guys here. I don't know, no gems embedded. I know I had a few of them. There it is. So you want the ones that give you crit and agility. Those are the gems that you want, and it's normally the ruby ones with the agilities as they get. I think next week is going to get the bigger ones. Make sure that you get these because they, again, give you crit, which is the most important, and then agility is like our second stat that's also just as important. Same thing when we're going to modules, by the way. As you see here, I am level 5 on my agility. And I really wanted more crit. I just didn't get a chance to get more crit. But again, I'm level 2. And once I kind of get more crit, I will be switching into crit over agility. But again, if you can get crit, agility is just fine. As you see right here, I'm getting an extra 30 plus agility because I'm ranked 5 in attack damage. But you really want to, when you're looking at these, you want to get the ones that you see here, crit focus 5, which is pretty good. Cast focus, we really want that crit. And again, I'm buying these plus 9, and I'm looking for the ones that give you the attack speed. Again, doesn't really help us, it's fine, but we really want is that crit. So again, once I get crit, I'll be replacing my modules. Like this one, for example, crit focus plus 10 is pretty good. We're definitely going to be, incorporating that. And as soon as I get 2 good ones, I'm going to replace the agility here. But this is how you would pretty much do your modules, and especially when they can unlock all of these. That's about it. I don't think I missed anything. If I missed anything, ask me in the comments. I'll be happy to help you. If there's any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.